So, what if I told you that unstoppable progress doesn't start with some grand, perfect plan, but with a single, totally unplanned document? Well, today we're diving into a powerful mindset that did exactly that. And more importantly, we're going to talk about how you can adopt it starting right now. You know that feeling, right? It's not about money, it's not about getting famous. It's just this idea deep inside you that absolutely has to get out. That raw creative urgency, that's exactly where this whole story kicks off. So this is how it all began. Seriously. Not with some big strategy for a bestseller, but with one simple act. A writer just opened a blank Google Doc and started pouring out everything he believed about what it really truly takes to win. No filter, no holding back. And he did this for 22 straight days. That's it. That was the whole sprint. Just a pure, focused, intense burst of creation. So what happened after that 22-day sprint? Well, that one little Google Doc reached and impacted over 100,000 people. It wasn't just a document anymore. It became a full-blown movement. What started as a personal manifesto just exploded into a public phenomenon. As it got shared, people went absolutely wild for it. They were screenshotting pages, printing it out for their entire office. It just resonated so deeply because it didn't feel like theory, you know? It felt like truth. And this quote right here, it reveals the secret sauce: authenticity. Because it wasn't carefully crafted for an audience. It felt more real, more genuine. People connected with the raw, unfiltered passion that was packed into every single word. All right, so that's the story of how it all happened. But now let's get into the what. Let's unpack the core philosophy behind this whole thing. This is what we call the whatever it takes mindset. At its absolute core, this mentality is a conscious decision. It's not about having some magical talent or getting lucky. It's about pure grit. It's about your commitment when the work is brutally hard and there is literally no one around to cheer you on. And this quote, this is the ultimate gut check, isn't it? It basically argues that the deciding factor in your success isn't where you start. It's about the depth of your desire. When things get tough, how badly do you really truly want it? Okay, so this isn't just some vague, fuzzy feeling. It's an actual, actionable framework. So let's break down the 5 practical mindset resets that really form the foundation of this entire philosophy. And here they are, the 5 pillars of the framework. Notice the flow here. It starts with your inner game, right? Tackling those limiting beliefs. And then it moves outward to how you act, how you interact with others, and how you keep going for the long haul. Come on, do any of these sound a little familiar? These are those sneaky little stories we tell ourselves. The lies that keep us stuck. We've all been there. They feel so real in the moment, but they are the single biggest barrier to making any progress. And here it is. This might be the most powerful idea in the whole framework. You aren't stuck because of your circumstances. You're stuck because of the stories you tell yourself about your circumstances. And the very first reset is realizing that these stories are lies, and then actively, consciously, replacing them. I love how this framework reframes these simple ideas into powerful tools. See, positivity isn't just a mood. It's a strategy you use to fuel action. Because that relentless negativity, it's the enemy of taking that first step. And then there's being coachable. It's not just about listening, it's about checking your ego at the door. The argument is that real growth just stops the moment you think you know it all. That makes seeking out and actually applying feedback the fastest way to get better, period. So what's the secret ingredient that makes all of this actually work without feeling totally overwhelming? It really boils down to this one simple but incredibly powerful idea. Just look at this comparison. How many times have we told ourselves we'll start when we're ready? The truth is, you're never going to feel perfectly ready. The progress mindset gives you permission to start right now, to be imperfect, to be messy, and to learn on the fly. You build momentum by doing, not by waiting around. And this is how you apply that mindset every single day. The goal isn't to become number 1 overnight. It's just to make a tiny 1% improvement today. It's those small, consistent wins that compound over time and build real, unshakable confidence. Okay, this is where it gets personal. we've talked about the story, we've gone through the philosophy. Now let's talk about you. This is your personal challenge, and it starts right now. And here's the most empowering part of all this. You already have everything you need to start. This mindset isn't reserved for some special person with fancy title. Nope, it is simply a choice that you can make right here, right now, about who you're going to be. This is your new mantra. It's simple, it's powerful, and it's so actionable. Just look at whatever you did yesterday, the calls you made, the workout you did, the project you worked on, and just try to beat it. That's it. That is how you build the person who wins. Ultimately, everything we've talked about comes down to this single question. The best version of you isn't some destination way off in the future. No, it's being forged right now, in the small decisions you make every single day. So, as we wrap up, the only question left is, what's your next decision going to be? What will you do right now that proves you're willing to do whatever it takes?